Ladies and gentlemen, the Robert and Kaylin Get Rich Show. Cue the music. You are listening to the Robert and Kaylin Get Rich Show. That's why I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Robert and Kaylin Get Rich Show. Seems
true.
like
That's the show you're watching, Robert and Kaylin Get Rich.
I mean, usually at this point, I would say something like, you're listening to the Robert and Kaylin Make Fun of Donald Trump show.
Like, do stuff in Liechtenstein. And
Yeah. Today, we're going to be talking about Jerome Powell's love life. Naked dudes rolling around in the backyard.
Unity software.
Kaylin, Unity software. Nobody's going to keep listening. We went from Jerome Powell's love life and naked dudes rolling around in the backyard to Unity software.
You gotta sandwich it in. So you got like the naked guys, Unity software, interest rates.
Fannie Mae will come out of conservatorship.
And then Choctaw and Cherokee Nations up in,
Opine on Donald Trump's text about renaming the Redskins back to the Redskins.
Yeah,
And
Kalyn's foot.
artificial foot.
The magic of hearing.
Cochlear implant.
Neurosurgery.
And the blockbuster to be end all blockbusters. License
Andor.
plates. We did not talk about Andor. Stop it. That was last time. We talked about license plates in the state of Ohio and other places.
Wow.
All right. If that assortment of shit sounds like something you'd like to hear about, you have
get ready for some fun.
And before we get into all of that, won't you like and subscribe, leave us a 5-star, write us a review, and forward this to all of your friends. But there's just one thing you should not do.
Leave a boring comment if it's nasty. If it's nice, we don't mind if it's boring. But if it's nasty, make it funny. But also, don't take this as financial or investment advice. Yeah.
All right, now on to the show. Kaylin, here's what we're going to talk about.
We already did that.
On to the show.
Okay, yeah. See you there. Oh, I gotta change this lighting. This is like terrible.
There you go.
Yeah, this one changes.
Oh, there you go. You can be mesmerized.
Yeah, look how beautiful. It's like I'm in a club or something.
It's definitely a unicorn coloration right there.
Yeah. Okay, now this is just flashing different colors.
Yeah, you're dancing to getting arrested.
Let's just do white.
You've changed your angle too.
Yeah, because you gotta see this.
Yeah, I know that piece. I know that piece of art well. That's not the one I'm thinking of, actually. They still have one. It's much more focused on robot battles. But it's from the same era, like Picasso's Blue Period. That's my mechanized.
You were like, I feel like I relate to the war-torn peoples of
Megatron, the war-torn Autobots and Decepticons and G.I. Joe. That's who I relate to.
Well, that makes sense. My eyes look really blue right now.
You. Okay, they sure do. Yeah, they're mesmerizing.
I know.
And
that's what happens when I roll out of bed, slap on the first eyelashes I find wadded up on the floor, and
yeah.
And that's it.
I'm the one battling illness today. I was up at 2 a.m. last night throwing up. So.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Is it just a stomach bug, or do you think you ate something bad?
Well, we had friends over last night, so I did drink. I was pretty buzzy, yeah. I mean, I shouldn't have driven, and I didn't. But I've drunk that much plenty of times, and we were done at 11, 3 hours later, I think the booze would have been done, so...
No, when I've thrown up from alcohol, it's when I'm at my peak drunkenness, and there's no questions about...
I'm not sure I've ever thrown up from alcohol. So I think it might have been some of the party food, but it has been a long time since I threw up. And Andre even was like, have you ever thrown up since we've been married? Like, have I ever seen you throw up?
She said that to me last time I was in town and she got sick. And she was like, I don't think Robert's ever thrown up.
And you're like, ever in his life?
Yeah. And you're like, damn it, Andre, I puke in the toilet. Fuck.
I know.
She's I'm sorry.
Yeah, all apologetic, but she's also useless because she's trashed out of her gourd. And So all she can do is like crawl around on the ground like, ah. I'm like, I have no sympathy for you. I'm now cleaning up vomit off the floor. Find a trash can or something. God.
Yeah, you're like, every time you fucking miss.
Hey, come on, the sink. You got many options here.
The sink is bad too, though, man.
That is bad news. The floor might be better, but God. And what's worse than cleaning up vomit? I mean,
like almost nothing. God.
So once is one thing, okay? Everybody gets a pat. You know, you're gonna miss once in a while, but like every goddamn time, like
yeah, you're like, gotta get your head down in there. That's how you don't miss.
There's something you said there that indicates you don't understand this scenario. We're not talking about like some mist. We're talking about toilets over there, throwing up is over there, crawling around on the floor. Thank God it's a tile floor and not
this is why we don't carpet bathrooms.
Yeah, right. No, I mean, yeah. Anyway. Everybody's allowed to, like, once in a while, you're like, oh my God, wait, oh, blah! You know? And like, and you destroy whatever it is you happen to be standing next to. You're allowed to do that once in a while, but
the only time that I really had trouble getting to the bathroom was when for a while there, I couldn't have aspartame. I would just all of a sudden just be violently ill. I remember being in my studio apartment on my bed, my bathroom, 15 yards away from me or something, 30 feet away from me, max.
Yeah.
Absolute max. And I made it 5 feet. And then just threw up all over the floor. I did that like a number of times. I was like, I gotta fucking not have this be my life story.
It goes in the obituary.
I know.
Kaylin, she threw up on
everywhere.
I mean,
man, I had a lot of weird health things that happened at that place. Like, I got the only time I've had labyrinthitis, which is my favorite name for an illness ever, which is kind of like vertigo. It's some inner ear thing, but basically you like feel like you're on a boat. Like everything is like going like that. Then I had to throw up also at the studio, but I had to crawl. Because I couldn't make it, and I could not walk to the bathroom because I was so like, whoa. Like, I called the doctor, and they're like, yeah, you can come by anytime. And I'm like, how? Like, I can't drive. I couldn't walk 30 feet across my apartment. You want me to get behind a wheel of a car right now? Like,
so can they fix it, or are they say, here, take some nausea medicine? And
no, you take something that it's like an anti-inflammatory or something because it's like the whatever goo that your crystals floating in. Can't remember what. It's fucking whatever.
It's the goo.
Something to do with that. It's strange the way that all things work, I guess. Like, the way we hear is from the like little like cilia, the like hairs that are all along the like shell-looking thing inside our ear. Like,
right.
That's weird.
Tiniest bones in the body are in the ear.
Yeah.
Man, we know all the facts about ears. That's
true.
Weird.
But moms can potentially get a cochlear implant.
Our mother can?
Yeah.
Yeah, why? To what end? Oh, well, I guess she has hard of hearing. Yes. Oh, I thought you meant for fashion.
Yeah. She's like, I like the way it looks when I have a big black thing here with a wire that goes to my ear.
They're so great looking.
And I want it to be magnetic, so I need them to surgically implant this thing, And I was like, that's so smart, Mom. That is on trend right now.
That's really sharp. Really sharp. All right, so they can solve her issue with a cochlear implant.
I don't know what the difference is between one type of hearing loss and another, but
she's got the good kind. Yeah,
I guess if that's the good kind.
I'm amazed by this thing. I don't know what is a cochlear implant. I'm just amazed that we can have a box or something, and all of a sudden you can go from deaf to hearing. That is really amazing.
And signing up to be the first person to do that, Yeah.
Well, if you had nothing to lose, if you couldn't really hear anyway, I mean, anything that involves putting stuff in your skull, like drilling, once you make it past the skull. That's pretty brave. That's pretty brave to volunteer for. And I don't know if a cochlear implant is like that or not, but
I mean, it's certainly very you are going into your inner ear, which you go through, not in your brain.
Yeah.
But you are brain adjacent, like millimeters away from brain.
Yeah. Because I'll lose an ear all day long before the brain. The brain ranks way above the ear, way up there.
Yeah.
Way. No, the only thing I can think of when you're talking about mom getting cochlear implants is now when you call mom, instead of her being like, oh, I got to find my hearing aids, it'll be, oh, I got to find the battery to my cochlear implant. Steven, where's my battery? A lot of people say that are hard of hearing is it's way easier to sleep because you don't hear anything. So.
It's nice and quiet.
It is very quiet.
Yeah. But, well, yeah. I guess Dad now sleeps in the living room, so...
What?
Yeah.
His body back?
That's where he can sleep comfortably.
I guess the thrill is gone in that relationship, huh?
Did I not tell you about when they went to Canada?
Is this the Frisky story?
Not Frisky.
Your mother got...
Your mother got friendly.
Friendly, oh God.
I'm like, this is too disgusting. I have to tell everyone. I must share this with like my brother and my niece for sure, so she can be grossed out about grandma and grandpa hooking up.
Getting friendly.
Never said that kind of shit like that to me before. Like,
right.
You know,
just like, got a wild hair in them.
Me and your mother. Like, whoa, what? Where did this come from? I know I'm an adult now, but we don't need to talk about this kind of stuff. It wasn't even relevant to the story.
Right. Yeah, it's like, well, we drove for 4 hours and we stopped at the Denny's and then we had to get gas.
Then your mother got friendly.
Like, what?
Like, get out of here!
I wanted to hear about you.
The point was how you found the next whatever this mountain view or something. Right. Yeah, like the scenic overlook, not.
Yeah. Right. And this hotel room, man, it had a hot tub and it had a balcony and
And your mother and I loved it. Like,
friendly.
Okay.
Oh.
Of course, Mom is standing right. She's like, Steven!
It is pretty wild how we as a species we can tolerate seeing anybody having sex, but the thought of our parents or
our family,
our siblings,
family.
Yeah, it gets gross.
Right.
So I guess that's healthy.
I mean,
good for the species.
Yes. I hope that you have a very fulfilling sex life. That is as much information as I want to know about it, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Though when Kiara was like talking about you and Andrea, she was like, Mom's so clingy about Dad right now. Like, we go out to eat, Cody sat next to her and she made him switch so that Robert, my dad could be right next to her or whatever. And I was like, oh, I see. I think your dad might get lucky or whatever. And she's like, Yeah. But that's for fun.
Yeah, Andrea's, of course, she's hard on our marriage sometimes and whatever, but I'm like, I think we got one of the better marriages out there. We know an awful lot of people that are in some awfully unhappy marriages. They're in counseling or they're on the brink or they're sleeping on the couch or they're divorced or 3 times or you know. Or certainly the kind of frustrations she hears from her girlfriends all the time about this and that the idiot husband did. And I'm sure she has her stories of frustrations with me, but at the end of the day, I think we probably got it pretty good.
You all right?
And then when she's gone on a trip and can't stand to be away from me for more than 2 days, then you're like, oh, now I really see what's going on here,
Yeah, right.
I guess I'm not so bad after all, huh, babe?
She certainly likes to talking to you all this fucking time for...
What, on the phone?
Right, just throughout the day. Like, you leave a couple hours before I was go with her someplace, and she's like, let's call Robert. We'll see what he's doing. I'm like, okay. I don't have that many questions about what Robert's up to. They can't be answered like later on today when I see him. Like,
I used to have a joke that her car wouldn't start unless she had called me on the phone. or when she turns on the car, it automatically dials as part of the fire up routine. You know?
Yeah.
So when we were first married, I was like, what is she calling me about? I mean, I'm at work. We already spoke once today, And so eventually we're like, listen, twice a day. Okay. And my buddies at work are like, twice a day? Rob, what are you talking about? Twice a day?
I know. I've gotten yelled at for texting too many times, like throughout the day, like by boyfriends in the past. Every time I get my fucking microwave down, which I keep above my fridge, and I don't use it very often, I always hurt myself. Like, this time, I just realized how swollen my foot is, because I dropped it on my foot.
Yeah.
And last time, I was on the ladder getting it down, and I fell off the ladder with the microwave.
Oh, Jesus.
And yeah, then I just dropped it on, like, my torso body part. But now my foot's all swollen.
Yeah, look how swole that foot is. That kind of like, that angle made it look like you picked it up and it was like a mannequin's foot from something.
Here it is.
See that? That's not your foot.
Like
that's a
color than, look how white I am.
I know,
my fucking foot is like the whitest foot in the world.
That's
like,
not your foot. That is a piece of plastic. I can tell. It's animatronic. Fine. I can tell.
It is really swollen though.
Yeah. Let's see the other foot by comparison.
Okay. I gotta turn around.
Yeah.
And see better coloration too on this foot.
Coloration is much better, which is weird because you'd think with swelling you'd be red, redder, flusher. I don't know. Yeah. Usually.
I don't know.
So 2 related points.
I am like pasty white, man. There's no questioning my ethnicity.
This was the Trump news of the week that I wanted to share with you.
There has been a lot of chitter chatter about Trump. We also have to recognize people who died this week. We got Hulk Hogan and Ozzy.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah. Pretty wild, iconic people of our youths,
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan, 71. That was pretty young,
Yeah.
But I'm sure he
looked like a mess.
I'm sure he took steroids till his heart exploded. Yeah. Well, and he looked a million times better than Ozzy Osbourne. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Ozzy lived a hard life. Lived hard.
Yeah. Right. Yes, right. I had to fly around on private jets and
he did a lot of drugs. And, then they caught and ate a bat. I don't know how he even survived that. Bats are the most disgusting creatures possible.
Yeah. Are we pretty sure that wasn't staged? I
don't know.
Do we think that was real? Okay.
I don't know. It's
sorry.
It's just legend.
I ended your rant for a dumb question. So
no. Coronavirus, all these viruses that we end up getting from or theoretically get from bats, it's because basically their immune system they just don't have one. They're just viruses can just run rampant in bats. They're unbothered by having all kinds of disease. And so they have all kinds of fucking disease. They're just disease-ladled, ridden.
Yeah. So don't go kissing bats,
Yeah, don't touch bats. Stay fucking far away from them. They're gross. Adam has a weird fear. His biggest fear is that a bat will fly into his mouth, and I'm like, why would a bat fly into your mouth?
They have echolocation. Maybe he's
why would they want to be in your mouth? Of all places, I want a nice, cozy, warm place to be tonight. Oh, perfect. That guy's
another animal's mouth.
Yeah, fly to my death. I don't know.
Maybe there's a bug in there.
I've heard of other people having that fear too. I'm like, what?
Right. This sounds pretty obscure. But if you're maybe with bats, they use echolocation. So maybe if you're emitting a noise from your larynx that confuses them, you're like, ah, and then.
But their echolocation is they're hitting walls and stuff, right?
Anything solid, they see solid things by bouncing sound off of it. Yes. So.
Right.
I heard a story, and maybe it might be true, might be not, but they felt like they knew the stealth bombers' stealth armor was working when they came in, and they found a bunch of dead bats around it because their echolocation bounced off of it in the wrong direction. So then they'd run into the stealth bomber and die.
It's fucking gross.
So, gross?
Look at all these dead bats. Awesome.
Yeah. They're like, high five. We
now
did
clean
it.
that shit up.
What'd we do? Now we can bomb the Afghanis? No.
Yeah, right?
We can give them these virus-riddled, ladled bat carcasses.
Yeah, nice.
So, all right, so that was Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan's a Trump.
Many bats, rest in peace.
Yeah, and all the many bats, rest in peace. I'm sure many bats lost their lives this week. So.
Okay, so Trump, what did Trump do?
Well, he decided it was time to urge the Washington and Cleveland sports teams to turn the names back. We've talked about sports team names in the past to great hilarity.
Absolutely.
Well, absolutely. What? You agree with Trump or you agree?
No, but we've talked about a lot in the past.
Yes, we've had some great discussions about that. So he writes, the Washington's whatevers should immediately change their name back to the Washington Redskins football team, Mr. Trump wrote. And he also urged Cleveland Guardians baseball team, which changed from the
Go
Cleveland
back to
Indians.
being the Cleveland Indians.
Yes. Well,
and all the Wahoo people there are like, oh my God.
Yes. And he did this. He claimed without evidence that there was a big clamoring for this and that our great...
That is such a shady sentence, but I love it. Like, I'm probably absolutely right. Like,
I can't even get this.
Like the New York Times being like, yeah, I mean, not like he talked to a fucking single person about this.
Without evidence.
Yeah.
And then this is my favorite sentence of the bunch. Our great Indian people in massive numbers want this to happen.
He's like, I have been on phone calls with the Cherokee Nation, and they have said, yeah, I've got one beef with you right now, Donald, and that's like you're letting the sports teams change their names.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
like,
The native
recognize
peoples.
us by being derogatory.
Face.
Like,
I know.
What the hell? The Washington Redskins?
President Trump.
I am so offended that they changed their name as a person who... I'm a Choctaw.
President Trump, the Choctaw Nation calls on you.
Yeah.
Our number one grievance on our mighty list is forget the Trail of Tears.
I would be a 100% Trump supporter if you make those sports teams go back to recognizing and making fun of me and my other tribesmen. No.
Yes. We want Chief Wahoo. There's a great clamoring for this here at the Seneca Nation. The Seminole people demand that the Indians baseball team resurrect.
Right, yeah. You just got rid of the chief?
But evidently, he's doing all this to distract people from Epstein. Somebody called him the distractor in chief or something, which I thought was pretty good.
That's clever.
Pretty clever.
Yeah.
But
that is kind of what I mean, I didn't say it in that kind of way, but he does, like when we were talking about him being like a dog who's just like, oh my God, like just chasing balls and like running after cars and just, there's just, he doesn't like remember stuff from the like you just attention going to different directions but
he's a mad genius and he's doing that to us and he's the one who can keep his eye on the spinning clamshells,
I mean, I don't know, he could have brought back the tariff stuff. That would have
he has done some of that. And the other big news is about him trying to get rid of Jerome Powell, the Fed chairman. So
what
this week,
Fed chairman do?
Well, they set the interest rates. They're the ones who try to.
Fed.
The Fed, as part of the Open Markets Committee. I mean, I'm sure the chairman's job is bigger than this one thing that he's known for. I don't think every day he's like, what should the rate be? What should
let's think about interest rates today.
What do you want to do today, Jerome? Same thing we do every day.
Slightly adjust the interest rate.
Well, it's 4.5%.
Quarter of a point or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's 4.5% today. I say tomorrow we make it 4.75. I don't even know what it is right now, but I know some people say it's too high. Trump says it's too high. They're still worried about inflation, but the economy's humming along pretty good. I mean, everything that comes out is pretty good. There's some warning signs, whatever. So Trump will write things like, the economy's doing great and we need a lower interest rate to match, which you're like, economy's doing great. You lower the interest rate when the economy is not doing great. You see, that's the source of the joke here. So I guess if you have to explain it, it's not a good joke.
I don't really get the whole thing, So when I talked to Lauren once, and Lauren said that they had gotten their house at a 16 or 18% interest rate, and I was like,
Yeah.
Like that, like I can't even believe anyone would ever buy a house at that kind of, when the rates are like that.
High interest rate periods are great times to do things like buy bonds and things like that. You know, you can make
sexy stuff, investment stuff. Like,
I mean, if you could buy U.S. Treasuries that pay 16% a year, would you? I mean, what else would you invest in?
I mean, I don't even know where you buy a treasury, to be honest.
I don't know if we can. I mean, I know you can invest in bond funds. There's a place called Public where I think you can make direct investments in treasuries or something, or in a treasury fund or something. But yeah, I know. I want to be like, yes, I want a 2027 expiration date T-bill. Yielding 5.6%. I think I got everything mixed up, but anyway, I think T-bills are like 90 days, but interest rate talk. Laugh a minute.
Yeah.
Well,
I really like the idea of a guy whose job is he just shows up in the office every day and he's like, "What should I make the interest rate today?" Like,
who around here has data? Who's got the data?
What kind of mood am I in? Like, should we change the rate? I think we're gonna stay the same today. And like most of the time, he doesn't change it very much, if at all, right? Like, it doesn't change that often, does it?
Well, it's actually not.
It changes on a very small level all the time.
No, here's the deal. He doesn't actually change it.
Sure. No, yeah, but for the joke's sake, he does.
The federal, yes. Okay, in real life, the Federal Open Markets Committee sets the target interest rate, right? This is. Right. I think there's 19 of these people on this or something, some largish odd number. Yeah. And so he's got one vote. I mean, he's the most prominent person and the most sway and et cetera, but just one vote on this committee. And this committee, I believe it meets 10 times a year. I never understood this, like 10 months of... Like, obviously, whatever you do is not so freaking important if you can only... but it's certainly not urgent.
Right. And so 10 times a year, they're changing this rate.
Yeah, except for most meetings, you meet and you're like, nope, we're not changing it. Looks good. We're on the right course. Yeah. We're going to wait for more data.
Yeah.
And these guys...
I do like the idea that it's one guy sitting in the office every day. And every day he's like... let's not change it.
And it's not on
today. Not today.
honey, what you...
His little secretary running in and being like... what do you think today, sir?
Take a yes, Denise. Take a minute. No, take a dictation. I, Jerome Powell, Chairman of the Federal Reserve Bank of America, do declare that today, July 26, 2025, the interest rate shall be unchanged once again from the day before.
I'll send this to the president right away.
Denise, my work here is done. Now I will go home and make ravenous love to my wife, Mrs. Powell. We have this amazing relationship. We have this amazing relationship, sex all the time. Time.
Yeah, because I show up to work for 5 minutes to dictate to my secretary.
Honey!
You're like, Denise, the decision's been made, and I need some nookie pronto, so...
He gets home. Honey, what'd you do at work today? And he's like...
You're like... Hello, Denise. You look ravishing as always. Or that's the secretary, sorry.
Well, he's such a horn dog, he probably banged her too, but I mean, Jerome Powell, man, that guy gets around. Can't keep it in his pants.
Let's see a picture of it.
Oh, you want to? Okay, I will. But first, you're going to be Rachel, my wife, so.
Okay, yeah. I was just vacuuming and putting the roast in the oven, honey. I'm a wife in the 50s.
Yes, this is Well, we had a secretary taking dictation, so these government institutions, they don't move on a dime. All right, they evolve slowly over time. Yeah, exactly. Like Rachel.
Like as soon as you open the door, there's like a ding. Oh, that's just the roast is ready.
Rachel, I saved American democracy again today by setting the interest rate to unchanged.
Oh, God.
Now, Rachel, come with me to the bedroom.
Yeah. Over my shoulder.
Where he ravages her.
I'm like, oh, you're so amazing. Honey.
At least the Powells aren't in any weird stuff, you know. He doesn't like go tie her up or, you know. All right.
Yeah, he just makes her like dress up like a 50s housewife and have a roast ready for him every day at like 8:30 in the morning when he gets back home from work. Like,
how is your commute? The commute sucks, I gotta say.
He walks in, he throws his suitcase or briefcase down on the desk. He's like, Rachel got in here, or whatever it was. Like,
I'm slaving away today.
Yeah.
I slaved away.
Let's see this guy. I gotta see him.
All right, you ready to see Sex Machine?
I know, yeah.
Jerome Powell.
Sex Machine.
Bam, 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 bam.
Oh, dang. Man.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Serious business.
Wow.
Here he is with Donald
Yeah.
Trump. Donald Trump went and visited and saw the renovations to
Yeah,
the.
that's Jerome Powell being like, so what you do every day, you get home and you're like, Melania, babe, let's go. Like, oh, there's some kissing pictures.
Kissing. Oh,
Down one row.
Yeah.
Down one. Oh yeah, there. Look at that.
Is this her?
Getting frisky.
I can't. Yeah, this has to be her, huh?
Yeah, Alyssa. Alyssa Leonard.
Yeah, Alyssa. Pour me a glass of bourbon and let's
right.
then meet me in the bedroom.
No, yeah.
Whatever you say, Jerome.
Wow. Yeah.
I thought you would appreciate this story. It comes close to home. So Kelly gets home the other day and like she lives in Lorraine area and streets are closed off and there's a traffic jam, blinking light.
Murder?
Not quite. What there was, well, no, you're going to like this even better.
Oh.
Her mother, Teresa, looks up into her backyard window and sees this yesterday.
What is it?
It is
a body?
It is a naked man rolling around in the grass in her backyard.
Oh.
And I of course thought of you immediately because you're into naked people doing stuff.
Totally. Yeah, I thought he was dead. That was going to be even better.
Oh my God. Wow.
Not that I want men to be dead or anything, but like if it was just a naked man body in the backyard, it'd be like, whoa.
Whoa, this is weird.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Some people get all the luck.
So I think he was having a mental event and he's just running around town naked and then ends up rolling around in Teresa's backyard. And it's like, I know it's so freaking funny, but on the other hand, it's like just terribly sad, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And I know that like some of the drugs stuff, like that, you know, bath salts were for a while like the thing that like led people to do the really crazy, you know, PCP, whatever leads people to do this like crazy stuff. And part of me's like, I want to take this shit and see what happens because I just can't even imagine. Like, I've never been like messed up in a way that leads me to like be like insane. Like, let me take off all my clothes and like go headbutting cars or like you know
fight a mailbox.
Fight invisible forces around me. You know, just get like be airboxing like in the back some random person's backyard.
Yeah.
Where I start rolling around in the grass and I'm like I feel naked. You know, like I'm just like this is such a different like world. I'm like I want to try it.
I want to.
Let's get some PCP.
Do you know where would you even start? Where do you go to get PCP? You just like dial it up 1-800-PCP. Maybe that's what these spam calls are about. Hello.
Like, can I get some PCP? I mean, PCP is like crazy. I don't know where anybody get. Like, I wouldn't know where to get crack either. But like,
I know where to get marijuana. If I needed anything beyond that, I'm not even sure where to start. So
yeah. You find your friend who seems the sketchiest. That's where you start. Like, you know, when it's like, man, you probably know some like shiest, like are kind of fly by night people. Like, that's the connection you start with. but from like suburbia with kids, you know, like
I know you only know me for
crack. Like that's you're going to be meeting a lot of friends of friends of friends of friends. I think.
You know, Richard, I know we only know each other from the country club, but and our wives met at church, but do you have any?
But then sometimes you look at Hunter Biden.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
He was like a country club motherfucker.
Yeah, hell yeah. I feel like coke, you know, that's a wealthier drug,
but coke
right?
and crack are different. Like, crack
I know. But Hunter Biden did crack?
Yeah, he smoked crack. He filmed himself smoking crack.
But I think if you have a coke connection, maybe you can leverage that for your crack.
Apparently,
connection.
it's not like it's not like a hard transition from cocaine to crack cocaine. Like, I guess. I mean, I don't know how to do it. I thought it was just some like baking soda addition, and then you bake it off or something. I don't know, but which I don't know why that makes it so different, but
it turns it into a rock, and then you can smoke it, and that's way better. Yeah. I don't know. Or something. Yeah. Or maybe it's not better. Maybe it's just worse or cheaper. I mean,
I don't know. I mean, the crackheads certainly seem to like it. And they're certainly happy to let their life go into complete fucking disarray for it. So, but I don't know. I've never even known anybody that has had a connection to PCP. PCP is this weird mystery drug to me. I mean, I've heard of people who who've had their cousin died of a heroin overdose or something like that. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Sure.
So but I've never heard anyone ever talk about PCP.
Right. No, in all the videos and stuff, it seems to be poor black guys. I don't know. So maybe it's a thing in the poorer areas.
Yeah, so it's the inner city. I don't know. Right. I've got my favorite video ever of anybody doing drugs ostensibly PCP is it's a black dude naked walking down the street, and then he just it's like he is pretending he becomes a bull, right?
Yeah.
And runs head first into parked cars.
Oh.
And then full steam, falls over, gets back up, and then goes at the next car head first. I'm man.
That's
and PCP is always the one that you hear about a guy getting chased by the cops, shot 8 times, keeps on running. That's PCP, and I'm I want to try this shit. It sounds crazy. I'll probably jump out of the window and kill myself or something, but because I don't think I can fly or some crazy shit like that. But worth it. Yeah. I mean, what am I doing anyways?
Yeah. You're so right. You're so right. This has no relation.
You know I'm coming up there in August, right? August 5th?
Yes, I know that. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Andrea asked if you brought it up last time. I was like, no. So I was like, well, did she forget? I don't know. We didn't talk about it. Not to me. So.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. I brought it up to Kiara because Kiara had guilted me into buying this ticket, right? And I was like, so I'm going to see you in August, you know? And she was like, yeah, I mean, I hope I have some time. And I'm like, bitch, you made me feel guilty that I had not seen you. And you're you have to come. Blah blah blah.
Well, yeah. Well, this one caught my eye, related to absolutely nothing we've talked about. But I'm driving the other day, and I see. I'm sorry to bore you. No,
I might get to that point. I'm just kidding.
I don't know if this will be a good one or not. We'll see. All right. Anyway, I'm driving the other day, and I see an Ohio license plate. I don't know what you think about, the first thing you think of when you think of Ohio, but if you're designing their license plate, would it be the leader in flight?
No.
And a picture of a shuttle.
Carolina.
Carolina's license plate, in fact, says first in flight. And it's...
And what do you guys do with rockets or whatever, shuttles and stuff?
All right, so here are our claims.
That's
to
us.
being...
We're on top of that.
Exactly. No, this is we're okay. We have the John Glenn NASA Center here at the airport. All right, John Glenn was from here. John Glenn's from Ohio. One of the first big astronauts. We've got the Neil Armstrong something or other test flight facility down near Columbus. We have Dayton has a major Air Force base. The Wright brothers didn't fly. They flew first at Kitty Hawk in North Carolina, but their shop was here and they designed and built their plane here. So, okay. But I'm kind of like, all right, so we got like...
They dicked you all over with that. Should have stuck around town.
I know.
Gone all the way to North Carolina to fly that thing.
We have a lake. We have I don't know what's so great about Kitty Hawk. I don't know why you'd pack up and go to freaking... Especially back then.
It's not that close either. North Carolina's not that close to you.
No, that'd be an 8-hour drive. And did the Wright brothers drive places? Isn't that...
I guess
they're from like the 1910s or something, aren't they? Do you like in your Model T? Like... I mean, so are they going on horseback?
If you're super rich,
they pack it on
carriage.
They packed it on a train and took a train. Right. Why would you do? Yeah. What's so great? I mean,
Make much sense.
We have a lake. Anyway.
Yeah. What was the purpose of? I don't understand.
So we have the second best claim on the Wright brothers, and we have like the third best claim on NASA, and yeah, and when people think about Ohio, this is not what they think about. I mean, is this the thing that Ohio is most proud of? Is our quasi involvement?
Your license plate should be like most representative of America.
The swing state.
Because I thought that whenever Ohio votes, that's how the vote goes, right?
Yeah. Historically,
the most America of America. That's us. I don't know.
I don't know if it goes for the whole state, but don't you think I think of like blue collar. I'm like, it's a blue collar place, steel mills, I mean, maybe less in Columbus, Cincinnati. I don't know. Maybe a whole state is hard.
You guys should be like the birthplace of Pete Rose.
Yeah, exactly. But, hey, we are the birthplace of football. And we have serious rich history in baseball. I mean, we got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, we're the heart of rock and roll.
Nobody wants to go to.
Well, tons of people do, just none that we're related to.
Who votes on this stuff? To what you guys should be putting on your license plate?
I think that's part of the reason it's I think it is like the state legislature, and so then they water it down to, just boring stuff.
Yeah, but you guys,
I mean, we're the Buckeye State.
Even know. Ours just is a Lone Star State. That's nothing.
Yeah, but
that's just...
Yeah.
It's very Texas, but
Yeah.
We have too much awesome shit to choose from, so we just go with the Lone Star
I know.
State.
Right away, you could do freaking cattle and cowboys and... space and oil and
the new California. And
just kicking ass and being big. You could just put everything's bigger here.
Don't mess with Texas.
Don't mess with Texas is a great one. And
something about Davy Crockett or whatever.
Exactly.
He's got that great quote. You can all go to hell and all go to Texas. That's
there you go.
We love that shit. We love that stuff.
Stamp that on a license plate. That'd be nice.
Yeah, seriously. You can all go to hell and all go to Texas.
Yeah.
Davy Crockett.
Yeah.
The black sometimes we'll do the specialized plates without your a name on not changing the stuff that they say, but you don't have to have the standard plate, right? And the ones that are black with the star are badass. They really look good.
You're I might pay an extra $25 for that. Nah.
I on my 2010 Ford Fusion. This makes perfect sense.
and I'll have it say, "Watch out, motherfuckers."
Yeah. I'm coming for you.
As soon as my cranky car gets there, I'll be like,
if I can keep my car moving,
I'll kick some ass. Well, Kaylin, we'll take a look at the portfolio, huh?
All right.
This will get you excited because guess what? Yeah. You're rich. Let's see all the portfolios. They're loading.
Yeah. Look at that, $70,000 almost.
Woo! Well, get rich right here. Up 30%.
Dang.
Beating our baseline. We've almost tripled up.
Yeah. That's good.
And the only one hanging in there with us is Justin.
His tariff portfolio.
Which is doing great. And he did it in shorter time than we did. But, hey.
Well, yeah. But we're still not through the tariffs yet. So
no, we're not.
This is supposed to be. It's supposed to be going up once we take the tariffs off or something.
Sure.
So it doesn't matter how it's doing right now. That we are not to the final. Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna give Justin too much credit.
A couple of no matter what he does.
I mean, the thesis was that he was gonna drop way down and then go right back up when the tariffs go off.
Yeah.
Which has either already happened or has not happened yet, depending on how you look at it.
Right. Well, I think if I'd made 29%, in 3 months worth work, I would be pretty happy about that. But anyhow.
Well, sure. Yeah.
One big help here has been ATAI, which once I put the correct ATAI in there, turned into one of our big movers. Yeah. We've made $1,600 off of them.
That's nice.
A few other notes. Nordstrom, JWN, has gone private, so they're gone. Now, I don't know. We didn't get credited. We paid $24.45. They sold to private holdings for $24.25. Okay. So that would have been a 20-cent loss, but they also made some bonus payments to every shareholder that totaled about 35 cents. So we made about 15 cents a share. I don't know how to capture that. I don't know if it matters because $40 times 15 cents is $5 or something, $6.
Yeah.
So I think maybe we
just call that one a push.
Yeah, I might delete it so we don't have to talk about it. But anyway,
I think that's a good idea.
That was a push, and you remember that Janice and Andrea went long, and we shorted it or something.
They short.
Were they long? No, they were short. We were long. I can't remember. It doesn't matter anymore because one of us made 15 cents a share and one of us lost 15 cents a share. So.
Yeah.
Although they probably didn't get all the bonus money for... Anyway, I think maybe both sides made money, now that I think about it. Because I don't think they gave the bonus to people who were short.
Right.
Anyway, what else was the other one I was going to point out? I had a couple...
What is that one? IMKTA.
Well, I'm glad you asked. That's the grocery store that we bought instead of Kroger or something.
Oh. We brought something instead of Kroger because K is Kroger.
No, Kellanova.
K is K, or Kroger's KR, I guess.
No, we bought it instead of Aldi. Aldi. Yeah, remember I had gotten a hot take. I had gotten a hot tip that Ingles Markets were going to just crush it, and they haven't exactly done that.
Ingles Markets, of course.
Yeah, they're down 9%. All right, Fannie Mae I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Fannie Mae. Even though we talked about... Yeah, they had a rough day Friday. Let's go to the news. So a couple things. There's really only one thing. This cat, Pulte...
Likely to remain in conservatorship.
Yeah, this guy, Pulte, who I forgot exactly what his job is, but something to do with housing. He might be the head of HUD. I don't know.
That Pulte Homes?
Yeah, he's the same family as Pulte Homes.
Yeah, should we listen to that guy? They don't know what they're doing.
No, they don't know anything about homes. Okay, I can't get any further. But he said it's unlikely, but that guy, Bill Ackman, the hedge fund guy, says he doesn't know what he's talking about. They're still going to do it. And the word from the president, but that moved at 8%. And I do have to say, I was kind of like, I don't know. If this guy's running around saying this might not happen, that might be time for me to exit my position, or at least much of my position or something. I don't know.
Right.
I then 16 hours ago, the Congressional Budget Office chimed in on taking them out of conservatorship, and they said, well, we could keep them in conservatorship and keep making all this money, or we could IPO the thing and the taxpayers could get a piece from the shares that they currently held, and the private shareholders would make some money there. So if you do the math of the value that they said, the Congressional Budget Office said, if this thing IPO'd, they estimate they would make, the answer is the shares would become worth $30 a share. So I
have seen that, yeah.
Yeah, but it's you've seen that from guys like Bill Ackman, but Congressional Budget Office also went and figured it out, did their math, and they came up with $30 a share as well. So, which
is pretty good and makes you want to kind of stick around, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, basic. All right, so here we are. This is echoes of spirit.
I know. Where the place I live, where I'm like, what do I do?
This stock that's trading at now just under $8 a share.
yeah.
It's either worth $30 a share or it's worth $2.50 a share. So
Right.
you're either going to make, you're going to make $22 a share or you're going to lose, $6 a share. So that's a nearly 4-to-1, asymmetry. So there's a lot of people who like that. I don't know. Plus you could put in a stop, you don't have to go
Right.
Unlike our dumbasses with Spirit, you don't have to lose every dollar. You don't have to write it to the very end,
I mean, I still have those stocks.
I went and looked for them. I don't know where mine are. I think they may have been fully.
They have some weird line item in mine that's like, it's like not something I could do anything with.
Well, they've added a bunch of letters to the end of it or something, and so now it's save QQAA. You're
right,
and it's worth 14 cents. So,
Yeah.
but you can't trade it.
Right.
So
Yeah, right.
anyway, those were the stock symbols that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah. Fannie Mae always leaves me wondering what to do. But I guess nothing for now. I'll just keep waiting for more information.
That's more or less what I'm going to do. I just want Trump to come in and say that. I mean, Trump's.
Yeah, it's like, Trump, you want to distract us from this Epstein business.
Yeah,
I'll tell you how to do it.
You can
make a decision about Fannie Mae.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
I don't know if that will work for me. I will never think about Epstein if you.
He's on record as saying he wants this thing to go private, which that has not changed. Just this asshole Pulte. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. Which, I mean, honestly, Pulte, though, Pulte Homes is not doing.
You're going to say that Pulte Homes does not know what they're doing?
Yeah, they're doing badly in this stock market, so I don't know.
Wasn't that one?
He knows about homes, but he doesn't know about the market.
Yeah.
That Pulte guy.
Yeah, fair enough. Our stock ticker of the week is Unity Software.
Unity. Oh.
Did you forget? We talked about this on Sunday. What U was? Remember, it wasn't United Airlines. It's
I know.
Okay.
It's like United
I can't imagine.
Airlines, and you're like, nope. And I'm like,
I don't know how you could forget about Unity Software.
Yeah.
I'll just show you their website. They have the backbone software for games, gaming, etc. And then so they have two platforms. One is their Create platform that helps you build games. Wow, these are some graphics, huh? Can you imagine this game?
Yeah.
It looks so real.
So yeah, I mean, it looks like Skyrim type stuff to me. I mean,
I think you can build lots and lots of different kinds of games, and they are supposedly on every platform and da-da-da.
I mean, it does look cool. Like that looks exactly like Skyrim.
They may well be the engine behind Skyrim. I don't know. This is Zoogaloo.
That was cool how you zoomed into that.
Yeah, I didn't do it. They did that. So anyway.
That was neat.
So they have subscription. That was neat.
So far, I'm like, I like this website.
All right, good. So we have some interest. It's more interesting than AT&T. Listen, if you'd have held on to Unity Software for the past year, you would have doubled your money. So they're down a little right now, but they've been crushing it. Here's the problem. You go back 5 years, you get a Kaylin chart. So that up 100% is still way down from the glory days of yore. All right, so I went to their 10Q, their last one. We got some warning flags here, Kaylin.
Yeah.
So one, revenue is declining.
But their net losses are less.
Yeah, and that's because these expense lines have gone down, and they've gone down because we've laid off a bunch of people. Yes.
Yeah.
And they cut R&D people and sales and marketing people. Now.
Oh, that's very bad.
Yeah, but here's
R&D? You don't want to be making things better?
But here's the part you're going to love, right? So, yes, they fired all these people. The CEO pays himself $2.5 million a year. They issued $100 million of stock options. So, but this company that lost $78 million in a quarter, cut whatever, 60 plus $130 million worth of jobs, then turns around and issues $100 million worth of options. Diluting the shareholder. Anyway. Yeah,
not looking so hot. The numbers are, I'm like, their website is really good, but I'm trying to be a quant, and I'm like,
badass website.
So good. I didn't see any teacup shapes. We didn't do the cloud thing.
Oh, we could do that. Here, I'll go over here.
Let's see where if we get the golden cross, then I'm in.
We are past the Golden Cross. No. Yes. Here's the Golden Cross. Back here mid-June. I mean,
look at that. That was a pretty big jump from mid-June to maybe the Golden Cross is up to us.
It's a bit.
What's it called on the other side? The Golden Cross, but reverse the Golden Cross. It's like the Golden Pentagram or something.
No, like, it's the Death Cross. The Death Cross.
The Death Cross. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That wasn't very far from the Death Cross to the Death Cross. Like December. December is where it happened.
They retested the bottom twice and then they moved on. You know, so Anyway,
but like you would have stayed flat between the Death Cross and the like.
And the
chart. And you zoom out and you're like, wow, it's not great.
This is not. Thank God we're paying this cat $2.5 million to.
No shit. Like that spike in 2022. I'm like, man, what happened there?
This is all fine and good, but what are your company values?
I can tell you right now.
All right. I will give you the hint that they're not so bad. They're not quite as generic as
tech people. So I bet it's more about creativity and like
breaking barriers and
innovation.
Break things and move fast. Right. All right, here we go. Let's see.
That like fucking
Unity principles. Here we go. Lead with empathy and respect. Communicate with candor. Act with urgency.
That's why I get a $2 million paycheck. That's why I'm like I am very empathetic to you getting laid off today.
Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, they did give 14 million of severance packages to those R&D cats or whatever. So
wow.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Anyway, act with urgency. There's the move fast. And break things, and then prioritize the greater good. You make video games. What are we talking about? The greater good? Like, come on, you know. This is we're not curing cancer here.
Making games that have something else besides just like people killing each other.
Most of their sales are overseas. I always go to the description page first in Yahoo Finance, and I won't show it on the screen, but it says they create and grow games and interactive experiences for mobile phones, PCs, consoles, and extended reality devices in the US, China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Europe, the Middle East, Africa, Asia Pacific, Canada, and Latin America. But not
so just not in Africa and the Middle East.
They mentioned Middle East and Africa and Asia Pacific, just not Australia, I guess. I don't know, or Antarctica.
Not Oceania.
Yeah. Canada, fuck them. Yeah, United States is the only North America. So Canada, out. You cannot buy our shit.
Those guys.
Sentence 2. The company's platform offers artificial intelligence solutions that support developers through the entire development lifecycle, which includes prototyping, live service operation, user acquisition, and monetization. So I was like, I will bet you that 2 years ago that word, I'll bet you 6 months ago that artificial intelligence term was not in the company description on Yahoo Finance. I think every company's finding ways to jam that in if they can.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of scary stuff. We should talk about AI next time.
Okay,
more because like I've been like following some AI stuff lately. But yeah, let's have that as a topic.
I'll put it on the list right away. I'm sure.
Okay,
we can tease it right now because listeners, you're gonna want to check in to hear
next week. Yeah, you're gonna get a Kaylin level in-depth analysis. So I'll be like, listen, this is the truth.
All right, so you listeners are going to have to tune in next time to hear Kalyn's take on AI. I'm sure they're all dying to hear that. And if that isn't enough of a tease, Kaylin, wait till you hear this. Letter V ticker symbol is
Visa! Oh! I knew it.
This is actually
I own Visa, I think.
Oh, well, there you go.
I don't know if I do. Wait, I own MasterCard. I can't remember now. Whatever. We'll see. I'll check between now and then.
What the hell's in Kalyn's portfolio segment we used to do. Yes, exactly. Well, we got a week to figure it out, Kaylin. Yeah. Until then, I'd say we close this thing out. Cue the music. You've been listening to Robert and Kaylin Get Rich here, episode 63. Wow.
Yay.
Make sure that you like and subscribe. Give us 5 stars. And most importantly, if you like what we've done here, would you forward this to one of your friends or one of your enemies or one of your neighbors, enemies, neighbors, children.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Your whole phone book.
Maybe you're an Indian tribe, and
you're connected in Choctaw Nation or Cherokee Nation.
Yeah, and you're on board with changing the name of sports teams back to the old bullshit racist names. Maybe you want to forward this podcast to everyone in your tribe.
Yeah.
But there's just one thing you should not do, which is what, Kaylin?
Take this as financial or investment advice.
Oh, damn. We didn't make a decision on Unity software. We were totally on the fence about this thing.
What do you think, listeners?
Leave us a comment.
Yeah, maybe we should put it in the past folder for now.
Warren Buffett always said there's no called strikes in investing, and this is just like, if it's too hard, why would we invest in it?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right. One more goes into the past folder.
Pass. Yeah.
The past folder, which is, by the way, just sucking wind, so.
Is it?
Yeah,
that's good.
It just sucks ass. Yeah, so we're doing good. I think the ones we're passing on are shitty companies.
All right, so. They're making the right choice. That's good.
I'm sure AT&T would not appreciate us calling them a shitty company, but anyway.
Probably not. All right.
Well, listen, the outro music is fading away.
Yeah, I know.
So that's our cue to say it's
See you next week.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Right. Bye.